very much. After being the most severe country in Asian financial crisis in 1997 and 98, Indonesia has shown a stability in its economic and financial conditions. It has proven that it can manage the stabilizations in its economic growth and inflation rate. Besides that, Indonesia is in the progress to create a sound, prudent, and reliable banking industry. Moreover, the government also promoting a development in the capital and financial market in order to create a reliable financial market to be an alternative in the future. In the next slides, I will try to explain some evidences that related in the Indonesia government ability to maintain its stability in economic conditions. In this graph, we can see inside the dotted line is less volatility currently in the GDP growth, even though the number is not that high as it used to be in the pre-crisis era. Indonesia is less affected by the financial crisis that happens in 2007 and 2008 if we compare it with the other emerging market countries such as Singapore and Thailand. In the next slide, in the next graph, it shows that the government has shifted its portfolio or outstanding in the debt, in the government debt. It used to be like 100% dependent on the total foreign loans, which denominated in foreign currency, into a 60% of the outstanding debt being funded by the local government bonds, which denominated in rupiah. This shifting is improved the government ability in reducing the exchange rate and the mismatch in the debt in the government balance sheets. In the third graph, we can see that there's a huge improvement in the banking and the capital market sectors. The banking sector has been improved more than 1,300 trillion rupiah, or equivalent 130 billion US dollar in the last 10 years. It also has circulated the fund with amount at 2,300 trillion rupiah in the sector. It shows that the banking sector has been regained its improvement and creating a good economic in this sector. The next one is the market capitalizations. It shows that in the graph, the market capitalization has been improved more than 5 times in the decade. It shows that it reflects the market confidence level has been regained after the crisis that happened in Indonesia in 1997-98. Even though the government already improved its ability or capability in the maintaining stability in economic and financial conditions, but there is still homework to be done. In the index economic freedom, we can see that Indonesia needs to be focused to reduce the number of corruptions and to increase the property rights in order to make the country become more competitive and create a good business climate, and also to enhance the private sectors. In order to do the good integration between Indonesia and international financial market, we have several suggestions that need to be taken in order to harness the benefit from the financial globalization. The first benefit is to promote the other players such as bank insurance company, or the pension fund to participate actively in domestic financial market. It will reduce the possibility of banking crisis will be happen in the near future, because banking crisis tends to lead the economic crisis, since Indonesia run the economic 80% by the banking sector. The next one is government needs to improve the derivative markets in order to reduce the exchange rates and to hedge the portfolio of the private and the government sector in order to prevent the currency crisis happen in the future. The next one is government needs to create an independent supervisory authority in order to enforce the execution and implementation of banking regulations beside the central bank. These suggestions will make the central bank become more focused in its task, in its jobs to maintain the stability in the monetary, and also to create another independent authorities to be more focused to control the banking industry. The fourth one is to improve the good corporate governance both in private or in public sectors, in order to increase the transparency in the market and regain the market confidence also, and to reduce the number of the corruptions. The last suggestion is to strengthen the property rights, titles, and promoting the ability for the foreign investor to own the land. Because with this point, we hope that it can increase the foreign direct investment in Indonesia. Okay, this is the end of our presentations. Thank you very much for your attention. We will love to answer all the questions that you want to ask to us. Thank you.